Alright, this is a different video, and in this one I want to talk a little bit about the way I see anthropomorphization through a religious lens. Because I am religious. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I feel like science and religion should go hand in hand. That's what we learn in our church, and that's what I've learned through my studies, and that's what I've learned at college. And so now I gave you a somewhat scientific background, and I'd like to give you a little bit of a religious background as I understand it. So anthropomorphization, people have done it all the time. A lot of religions have and do it to their gods or god. The Greeks, for example. When you think of Zeus, you think of the god of lightning. But he was also a very human type of god. He had very human desires. He would often have sex with multiple people, male and female, and he would get angry easily and seek out revenge. But he also had a very loving and caring side. And that's more or less true for all of the Greek gods, is that they took human-like qualities and put them on their gods. And that's a normal thing to do because it helps a human, a person, feel not so far from deity. Well, so in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, we also believe that our God is anthropomorphic. We believe that we're made in God's image. We believe that we are literally the children of God. And because of that, it means that we can become like God as we do our best to live a life like God would have lived. And live a life that will allow us to become a person like God is. And now, that's no short of a miracle, because it is a miracle, and that's why Jesus Christ came to the earth, is to show us the perfect way, and then to die and atone for us, so that we can be able to take that miraculous gift of his atonement and his life and model his life the best we can, and then where we fall short, and even all along the way, we take his gift of the atonement and dying for us and suffering for us and taking our sins upon him, so that he can help us be better and so that we can be able to improve our lives. And so now that's the kind of background. But as far as anthropomorphization and religion go, I don't really feel like there's a big issue with that, because I mean, ultimately, if I was to put a gospel view on anthropomorphization, I'm not quite sure what that would be. I guess I would say that it's a method that God has allowed us to be able to make sense in the world, while seeking out better explanations from God and from science and from our own experience. But anthropomorphization gives us somewhere to start. It gives us something to understand, so that we don't feel sometimes totally alone or confused. I think it's a good stepping stone for sure. And I'm grateful that we have a belief, and I would say a knowledge of a God who's not just some uncomprehensible being. I'm grateful that we have a God and his son who look just like we do, and who created us so that we could be like them. And I'm grateful that they want us to be like them and not just always something beneath them. So I'm grateful for a God who loves his children, and I'm grateful for a God who allows his children information so that his children can love him as well.